Hi guys, it's Dave at the Humbletrekker channel. How are you doing out there today? I want to show you today my new knife that's been made for me by Swedish custom knife maker Seved Hjelm. It's one of his Bushcrafter models. It's a great knife. Let's get into it. I've known Seved for about a year and a half now. I met him at the Bushcraft Festival 2016. Since that day we've struck it off great. He's been sending me knives, I've been testing his knives, we've been talking about knives non-stop really, and he's provided me with one of his latest and greatest designs here, the Bushcrafter. It's made out of 5mm stock 01 tool steel. It's got burled Turkish walnut handles, as you see, 2 pins, of course full tang with a lanyard hole, Scandinavian grind. Handle, just the perfect size for bushcrafting type knife. What I was thinking of doing to show off some of the characteristics of the knife was to build a little fire and make a cup of tea. It's a very wet day in the woods on this early November day, so I'm going to try and do my best to make a basic fire, a very small fire, make a cup of tea using a knife. So I'm just going to go out into the woods now and find the materials I need. I happen to have some very brightly coloured gloves with me today. I don't need to wear them because it's not that cold, so I've hung them up in the tree that'll help me find my way back here. That's my tip of the day. On my mooch around here, get my beautiful face in the look what I found. A roll of some sort of cable. Wonder what that's doing out here in the woods. My plan today is to make a really small fire just to boil literally 1 cup of water to make a cup of tea. And everything is damp today, but I have found on the ground this birch stick. Birch, generally speaking, burns very well. It's very damp, but I'm hoping I can process it down and this will be enough wood to boil 1 cup of water. I thought it was just going to be a simple knife review and making a little fire video, but it's taken a mysterious turn. Look down here. This is a spine. And now I'm not an expert on animal physiology, spinology. You see, it starts here, finishes here, so this is the pelvis area. There's a few more bits here. What the hell happened here? Just the spine. It looks like it's all been chewed off. Maybe actually this is the pelvis end. The ribs are thicker here. What is this? A deer? A dog? Here it is. You tell me. What animal produced this spine and what caused it to lay down here in the woods? That's fucking weird. I better wash my back. Did you get it? That's enough frivolity, messing about with skeletons. This cup of tea ain't going to make itself. It's going to be the longest cup of tea in history, I reckon. Right, where was I? I'm out with my little scout pack today with my SE morale patch, given to me by Wendy from SE and Randall Outdoors Adventures this summer. Thanks Wendy if you're watching. Always reminds me of our little chat in the summer there at the Bushcraft Festival. And Patrick too, of course. Right, here's the wood I'm going to burn, and I've got a piece of real wet pine which is going to be my baton, and I'm going to try and but this is a dead piece of wood here, don't worry about it. I'm going to give myself a little flat working surface. Oh, this is real rotten. Yeah, so you see, this knife is working very well. Clean up this, give me a flat area. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to make this into like matchsticks basically, or very long thin slivers. That'll be my initial preparation of it, and then from that then I'll try and make a fire with it. So it's just going to be some basic batoning, Bushcraft 101. And I've got my gloves on now because this wood is wet and damp and cold. And the plastic bag is to put my processed wood on so it doesn't get any wetter than absolutely necessary. This is the first stage of the processing completed. I've created a bunch of small pieces of wood, and this will be the main fuel of the fire. Fatwood. Here's a fatwood stump that I'm going to have to break into to expose the resin-filled old pine wood, which is going to enable me to start a fire in these wet conditions. I've made a whole video about fatwood, so if you're more interested in finding out about it, search in my video lists. But basically what I have to do is carve deep down into this old pine tree stump and find this reddish resin filled wood. I'm going to gather fatwood dust on my glove. I'm going to be drinking some rooibos tea today from the great company Yeti. They do adventure tea. They package tea up in tea bags and they put it in these cool little tins, which means your tea is protected from the elements. Rooibos today, which of course means red bush in Afrikaans. So it's going to be nice. It's good you get your tea in these little tins like this to protect them from getting damp. I mean, I love tea, being an Englishman, but one of the problems with it is you normally put it in a Ziploc bag, then it gets damp, it gets icky, it gets disgusting. That's why I prefer coffee, really. It's a little bit easier to store and transport. But now I found these guys, my problems are over. The tea's brewed up now. I'll transfer it over to my courser. There goes the tea bag. Not so careful when you're on a video. There, it's beautiful. I'll take out the tea bag. Of course, whereas it is very cool to drink directly out your steel mug, you'll also burn your lips off, so. Let me fish out that tea bag. Don't worry, tree huggers, I'll pick it up later. Oh, this is probably too hot to drink. Oh baby! Mission accomplished. Tea is brewed. I can really understand why they invented electricity in tea kettles and such like, because it does make the whole process a lot easier. Still, not too bad, is it? Thank you for watching, gentlemen and ladies. If you want to find out more about this custom knife from Seved Hjelm, I've got high definition photographs on my Facebook page. Just search for Humbletrekker, or there's a link somewhere in YouTube where you can click on it. Follow me there, I'm always putting up pictures. If you want to find out more about the tea, also a link down in the description box to Yeti. I'll be doing a whole video about that because I'm actually made up about that tea company I've discovered. And there was a little bit of knife work in this video, a little bit of tea work, a little bit about being out in the great outdoors and finding natural resources. If you're a subscriber, thanks for being a subscriber. It's your support that keeps the channel going. If you're not yet a subscriber, but you like this type of content, gear reviews, sorry, it's cold here. My nose is dripping. Disgusting, I know. It's actually got colder. What was it we always say? If you're not a subscriber, hit that damn subscribe button. Come on, join the gang. Take care. I'll see you all next time.